What's up, weebs? Welcome back to something a little different, a little new series I want to call Geek It Out, or Let's Geek Out. Something about geeking out, because today, well, I should explain the series first. The series is going to be where we really just bring out an anime or an anime part, you'll see in a bit, where we just geek out about it. We just really talk about our favorite parts. We talk about our favorite characters, favorite moments in that. So before I start anything, there are going to be this is your little spoiler window. There are going to be spoilers for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6 Stone Ocean in this. And that's because our first episode of Let's Geek Out is going to be about JoJo's Part 6 Stone Ocean, which after a little bit of time became one of my favorite parts. I will say this, Stone Ocean had one of the slower starts for me in most of the JoJo's. I know 4 was fairly slow, another one of my favorite parts, and then 7, I don't really see the hype in 7, but I still think it's good. I think it's really good, but I just don't see how, I don't want to say how people like praise it like crazy, because I'm praising part 6 in this, but it's just not my favorite part. But let's get into it, talk about part 6. Part 6 is following the main character of Jolene Kujo. If you guys, I know a lot of JoJo fans are part 3 fans. If you guys are fans of Jotaro Kujo, this is his daughter, taking place in, I want to say 2012. In 2012 Florida. She goes to prison because I believe she's framed for murder. And she goes to prison where she finds out that there is a priest by the name of Enrico Pucci, who is plotting to reset the universe as plans given to him by Dio Brando himself on steps to achieve heaven, or to achieve the road, or to get to heaven. And he plans to reset the universe. The main thing about this is just it's dope. I don't know how else to tell you about it, but like sometimes there's things that you really like and you don't know how to explain how you like them, and you just say it's sick, it's dope. It's cool. Pucci is one of my favorite villains. It's just, I just like how, one, I like his stand. C-Moon is one of my favorite stands in all of JoJo's. I like its design. I like its ability to, you know, manipulate gravity. I like his little backstory where it's revealed that, we'll talk about Weather Report later, that he is brothers with the Weather Report, and he was separated as a baby in the hospital. I like his connections to Dio, because for some reason every other part of JoJo needs to be connected to Dio. It's great. There's a backstory of him when he meets Dio, and they are, you know, buddy. A little extra buddy. I believe they're in Italy, actually, unless it's at some point Dio goes to Florida, but I believe they're in Italy, and you know, that's where they meet, and that's where they talk about, you know, achieving heaven, going to heaven, and how Dio knows the steps to get to heaven, and he gives them to Pucci. And fast forward to 2012 is when he finally starts putting him into motion, because Dio does tell him, hey, these people called the Joestars are gonna try to ruin your plans, so, you know, watch out for them. If they come into your life, kill them. And that's exactly what he tries to do, because in Joestar fashion, Jolene does try to stop Pucci when she learns what he's about. And Jolene is such a cool character too, because I believe at the time it was, you know, one of Shonen's first female protagonists. Probably not one of them, because I believe this came out in the 2000s, so Sailor Moon was already out. But you know, Shonen didn't have a lot of female protagonists, so this is the first one. And she really acted like her father. She was really vulgar. She was really to the point and blunt. It was dope. Her stand is kind of cool, where she has well, it's not called Stone Free, but it's like this string, like infinite string type thing, that also ends up getting has like the strength of Star Platinum or something. And it's really cool. She has really cool parts where like her body turns into a Mobius strip to dodge, I believe it's Weather Report's Awaken stand, where like first let's talk about Weather Report. Weather Report is one of the coolest characters ever. He looks cool. He's gonna be in the next match as well. His design's cool. His character's cool. I just like the way that he doesn't really speak in a normal voice. He kind of whispers to everybody, and and he's also like cutthroat, ruthless too. He'll just kill people without hesitation. So that's another cool part. But his stand is dope too. His name's Weather Report, and his stand is called Weather Report at the same time. I think they're both called Weather Report. I think. Well, they call him Weather Forecasting because there's also, you know, things with Japan to America translations that you have copyright issues because a lot of these stands are named after songs. But I believe they're both called Weather Report, the person and the stand. And he just controls weather, and when I think it's like in an enraged state, because the whole part is that he becomes enraged or something, and his stand goes out of control, and he starts creating this rain that if the rain touches you, you turn into a snail. It's crazy. It's dope, and it's a really cool part. I really like part 6, and I feel like I don't have enough time. I recorded 12 minutes of footage. I might have to record more because I don't think I have enough. But yeah, there's also other parts, you know, where like there's a stand called Bohemian Rhapsody, which just brings book characters and comic book characters to life. So you see parts where like Spider-Man and like Mickey Mouse and Peter Pan are just running around Florida. Hermes, who is also on here, has like a sticker that duplicates things. That's really cool. Like everything is dope. All the prison fights are cool. The ending is insane, where they reset the universe and Emporio is by himself, but he's also surrounded by alternate universe versions of people he met. Like, it's crazy. There's a stand for Limp Bizkit. Now, I don't know about you, but that's sick. When I was 5, Limp Bizkit was the shit. So, yeah, I got a little lit when I saw Limp Bizkit. That I didn't know how much farther to go into that, but yeah, Limp Bizkit's and he has his own center of gravity, I think it was, or something. He had his own like radius where something would happen, and it was so cool. He was like a 3 or 4 chapter fight, but it was dope while he was in there. Some of the times were like, I think in the beginning, like one of the first fights Jolene goes through, she gets shrunk and she like is treated like a mouse, and she's just running around the prison as like a mouse-sized person. That one's really cool. It's part 6 is great. It's like I said, for me at least, it had one of the slower starts for the Jojo series. I can't say that anymore though, because I feel like part 8 is one of the slowest parts, and we're like 100 chapters deep. But I want to say Stone Ocean took 40 to 50 chapters to like really ramp up for me. I feel like once Poochie was introduced, the series really like took off for me, or the part really took off for me because it's so dope. Also, yeah, Jotaro's in it. Jotaro's back in it, and Jotaro has like one of his coolest fits in it. He has the rattlesnake pants. He has the purple jacket. He just looks sick. I wish he was in this game, but he's not. What else is in here? Like Poochie's first stand, Whitesnake, who just has the ability to steal stands. Like, that's crazy. You can just steal a stand? That's OD. Like, how are you, like he finds Jotaro and he's like, oh, Star Platinum could kill me. I'm mine now. And he just has it. He just has it on a CD. Like, come on, that's sick. That's dope. And you see, honestly, the part I like about this too, because a lot of people's favorite villain is Dio, and you know, with part 1 and 3 and how much they talk about him, I kind of got burnt out on Dio a lot. Like, I was like, all right, I'm tired of Dio. You know, he's a vampire. He's the world user. I got kind of tired of him, but you get a really good backstory with him where he really like connects with a person, and you know, it's been since like part 1 where you see Dio actually have like this weird connection and respect for a person. Like, the last person he did have respect for was Jonathan, and now he has it for Poochie, and it was really nice to see. You know, it was cool to see, you know, a villain's perspective of getting to know a person and actually, you know, bonding with somebody. That was a really cool part to see too. And you know, as it later came, Puji, I don't know if he really found heaven. I guess that's up to interpretation in the end, because once he got his, you know, final stand, made in heaven, shout out. There's no shout out there. I just like saying shout out after saying out names. Once he, quote unquote, resets the universe, he's kind of gone after Emporio, like, bodies him. Now, I don't know if he died or if he actually went to heaven or went wherever he went to after resetting the universe, because I know for a fact he did lose in a way. It's also a very strange ending like that. Like, it's not 100% that one side wins or loses. It's very much like a purgatory type ending where, you know, everybody in the universe dies. You know, all the main characters die, all the villains die, all the side characters die, except for one side character where he is just left alone. But he's not really alone, because he has all these alternate versions of the mains and side characters, and he has to live knowing that these people that look like his friends are not really the friends he made. They're all different people. Like, Jolene's very vulgar and rude, but the alternate universe version of her is, you know, kind-hearted and, you know, sees Emporio on the side of the street and takes him in. And it has to be like jarring for just to see that after, you know, knowing them for however long the time span was in the series. You know, it could have been, you know, a couple days, couple months, but who knows how long he got to know her, and that all of a sudden she's just this completely opposite person. It's such a sick series. I insanely recommend Stone Ocean. I insanely recommend JoJo's. It is absolutely in my top 3 anime or manga series. I absolutely recommend it. This has been our first episode of Geek Out, and it's kind of all over the place because I don't really know how to, like, you know, stay structured, but but that was our first episode of Geek Out. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you guys want to kind of see me geek out about in other I don't know what to call them. I guess other episodes of this. I don't even know what the next one would be, but let me know if you guys have any suggestions, and I will catch you guys in the next. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and then now I'll catch you guys in the next video.